Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing really well and having a lovely day so far. Hopefully now that you're on your yoga mat it's about to get even better. So this is going to be a fun, funky, creative, maybe a bit challenging Vinyasa flow featuring a few various arm balances including Fallen Angel because I had that as a request, Ekapada Kudanyasana 1 and 2 and maybe some others thrown in there along the way. Who knows where we will end up. If that sounds like something that you're up for, then come and meet me on your mat. If you do make it to the end of this class and you enjoyed it, I would be really grateful if you could take a second to leave a comment letting me know what you thought. Leave any requests for poses or themes that you want in future classes. Give it a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribing so that you can join me in my next class is always appreciated. We will be starting today in a child's pose. So if you'd like to make your way over onto your knees, find a narrow or a wide child's pose, whichever is your favourite. Then any variation is welcome through the arms as well. Maybe extended forward, maybe stacked beneath the head, maybe reaching back. Whatever shape you're in, just try and make sure that the weight of your head is supported by something, whether that's by your mat, by a block, by your hands. Then let the entire weight of your body be completely held and supported by the surface beneath you. Find that contrast between the earth providing stability so that your body can find softness. So any tension that you might have been carrying with you today without realizing, now is your time to notice that and see if you can let it go. Set it to one side. Maybe taking a little body scan, checking in with all of those places where you typically tense and hold onto tension. And just gradually letting it unravel and drift out. Plenty of time for movement coming up in this practice, so really enjoy this time to be still, to settle in and to connect into the present. Now let your awareness drift onto your breath, wherever it is most noticeable. Here in child's pose in particular, you might be able to hear your breath. Maybe you can feel the warmth of it reflecting back towards you. Maybe noticing the rise and the fall of the back body with each breath. Shifting into a more full, more complete, more expansive breath that brings energy with every inhale and that brings a bit of release with every exhale. Using this time here to set an intention for how you want to move through this practice. Maybe picking one word and tucking it away in the back of your mind, whether that's presence, determination, breath, peacefulness, anything that comes to you that you want to focus on today. So keeping that intention with you, keeping that connection to your body and breath, let's start to move here. Extend the arms straight out in front of you if they're not already. Start to have a little sway from side to side, move through your shoulders, give the hips a little wiggle. Keep the left arm extended, thread the right arm underneath the left. Let the right ear and shoulder soften into the mat. Wrap the left arm behind your back. Bring it towards the right hip, the right inner thigh, wherever it reaches. Use that bind to help you spiral the chest even further open. Keep the bind, start to sit on your heels, place the right hand on the outside of the left knee, find a twist. Look over your left shoulder towards the back of the mat. Keep the bind behind the back, lift the hips away from the heels, reach the right arm up and over behind you. Camel variation, just a gentle back bend to begin with. Keep pushing the hips forward, pushing the heart upward. Keep this bind behind the back, place the right hand underneath the right shoulder, roll the chest even further open to the side of the room. Spin the right toes to point out towards the right as you step the left foot to the back of the mat, finding a half side plank variation. Now, can you lift your right foot away from the floor, squeeze the heel in towards the hip? Reach your hand to catch the big toe side of your right foot, then lift the right knee away from the mat, bring it to meet the left, then tap the knee back down to the floor. 4 more like that. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 2 more times. Tap, bring it down, squeeze in, lower. Release the grip on the foot, reach the left arm by the ear. Come to sit down on your right hip, so the toes are pointing to the back of the mat. Bring the left hand outside the feet, reach the right arm up and over, mermaid pose. Windmill the right hand down, reach the left arm forward, lift the hips away from the mat. Lower the hips, place the left hand down, reach over to the other side. Keep that movement going. Inhale up and over to the right. Exhale down and over to the left. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and reach. Let's take it over to the right and hold. Start to spin the left hand onto the floor, roll onto both knees, squeeze the heels in towards the glutes as you do so, making any adjustments so that you're still on your mat here. Let's lift the right knee to hover, tap it back down. 2 more, lift, lower, lift, lower. Lift and hold, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the knee down, melt the hips back onto the heels, find your child's pose. Big inhale, big exhale. 1 more, full breath in, full breath out. Right arm stays extended, left arm threads under, soften the upper body into the mat. Right arm reaches up, then behind, tucking it in wherever it reaches, maybe nestling all the way into the left inner thigh. Keep that bind, come up to sit, place left hand on right knee, find the twist, stack the shoulders over the hips. Keep the bind, lift the hips up, reach your left arm up and over behind you. Take a big expansive inhale and a full releasing exhale. Place the left hand underneath the left shoulder, spin your chest even further open towards the right side. Kick the left toes out at an angle as you step the right leg to the back of the mat, finding your Ardha Vashisthasana, half side plank. Now can you squeeze left heel in towards the left glute? Bring the right hand to catch the big toe side of your foot. Now can you lift the left knee away from the mat, tap it next to the right, lower it back down. 4 more, lift, lower, squeeze in, take it down, last 2. Last time, tap, release, let go of the foot, come to sit on your left hip, slide the right knee to stack on top of the left, toes are pointing out to the right. Place the right hand down next to the feet, reach the left arm up and over, finding length all the way from the hip to the fingertips. Then inhale, left hand down, lift the hips, reach the right arm forwards. Exhale, lower, side bend over to the other side. Keep that movement going. Inhale, lift, expand the right side body. Exhale, lower, find length through the left. One more of each. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and reach. Now lower the left hand, lift the hips and pause. Reach the right arm forward, then roll the right hand onto the mat as you squeeze the heels in towards the hips. Shoulders are above the wrists. Lift the left knee. Lower, lift, lower, bring it up. Take it down. Now lift, keep it lifted. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop the knee, melt the hips to the heels. Find your child's pose once again. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more big inhale. And big exhale. Inhale, wave it up into a tabletop. Stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Shift forwards and backwards, bringing the weight into the wrists, keeping a straight spine. Turn the fingertips out to the side, shift from left to right, maybe finding a little bend through the elbows as you move. Turn the fingertips towards you, palms pressing into the mat, rock forwards and backwards, maybe lifting the heels of the hands, but keeping the fingertips and knuckles grounded. Turn the fingertips to point towards one another, bring the backs of the hands to the floor. Gentle rock from left to right. Keep the palms facing up, turn the fingertips to point towards you. Gentle rock forwards and backwards. Tuck under the toes, sit down on the heels, give the wrists a little shake, a little shimmy, a little wiggle, releasing from those stretches. Then roll back into your tabletop, shoulders over the wrists. Lift the right leg, extend it back behind you, heel is at the height of the hip. Tuck under the left toes, lift the left knee to hover just an inch above the mat. Tap it back down, lift, lower, and lift. 2 more times, down, up, down, up. Straighten the left leg, squeeze the right knee into the nose. Step the foot through between the hands, find a lunge. Lower the back knee down, ground the left hand, reach the right arm all the way up, find a twist. Straighten the front leg, finding a twisty half split, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. Now inhale, re-bend the front knee, find a reverse low lunge. Exhale, lower the left hand down as you straighten the leg and reach the right arm forwards. Inhale, reverse lunge. Exhale, twisty, reachy half split. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring it forwards. Let's take it back and hold. Take a big inhale. Stay for the exhale. 1 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Hook left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Bring right hand to meet the left. Press elbow into knee, press knee back into elbow. Using that contact point to help spiral the chest even further into the twist. Lift the back knee away from the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right foot, land in your twisted chair. Deep bend through the knees, let the hips drop down low. Notice if you've got a sneaky knee that's trying to creep forward past the other, see if you can bring them in line. Keep the elbow hooked outside the knee. Come up to stand on your left foot, bring the right knee up and into the chest with you. Open the right arm out behind you, place the left hand on the right knee, find your twist. Keep the hand on the knee as you slowly lower the right foot next to the left. Lift the heels, keep bending into the knees, come all the way into a twisted toe balance. Inhale, reach both arms all the way up in front of you, face forwards. Now, this next sequence, you can always bring the hands down if you need them to, or see if you can keep them upright. Lower the hips onto the floor. Extend the legs straight out in front of you. Low boat. Bring the knees back in, plant the feet, lift the heels, lift the arms back into your toe balance. Now let's tap the knees down towards the floor. Lift the knees back up, roll the feet down, low boat. Bring the knees back in, plant the feet, come back to toe balance. Let's do that a few more times. Tap the knees, lift the knees, lower the heels, low boat. Back up into your toe balance, arms high. Tap the knees, lift them, heels down, low boat. Back into your toe balance, come all the way up. One more time, tap the knees, lift them, lower into your low boat and hold. Keep the left leg hovering above the mat, keep the shoulders lifted, catch the right knee into your chest, then rock all the way back, rock all the way up into a pistol squat, reach the arms forward, lift the left leg, come onto the sole of your right foot. Drop the left heel down, sit and twist to the right, Marichasana. Inhale here, stay for the exhale. Twist over to the other side, plant the left hand behind you, lift the hips up, wild thing, take a big inhale. Sit down, twist to your right as you exhale. Inhale, lift, wild thing. Exhale, lower, twist to the right. Let's take it up into wild thing and pause here. See if you can come just onto the very tip top of your right big toe. Maybe see if you can lift the right foot to hover, even if it's just a single centimetre above the mat for a single second. No limit on how many times you're allowed to fall over in this class. Place the right foot back down if it was lifted. Sit yourself down, right knee bent, left leg extended. Place the hands behind the hips, fingertips point forwards. Lift the left leg so that the knees are in line with one another. Press into your right foot to lift the hips into reverse tabletop just with one leg. Tap the hips back down, lift them up. Lower, lift, lower, lift and hold. Pulse that left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot next to the right foot. Walk the hands forward, press yourself back into your toe balance at the top of the mat. Melt the heels to the floor, straighten the legs, find Uttanasana, forward fold. Have a few moments to yourself to explore movement or to find stillness, whatever it is that your body needs in this moment. Wherever you're at, let's lower the left hand down, bend the left knee, open the right arm up, find a twist. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, open to the other side. Exhale, release. Inhale through center, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Can you hop back into a floating tabletop? Then melt the knees onto the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Keep that movement going. Expansion with your inhale. Rounding with your exhale. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Neutral spine. Lift the left leg straight out behind you. Tuck under the right toes. Lift the knee just an inch above the floor. Tap it back down. 4 more. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Last 2. Last one, lift, then straighten the right leg as you pull the left knee into your nose. Big step with the left foot, landing in your lunge. Melt the right knee onto the floor. Plant the right hand, reach the left arm up, find your twist. Straighten the front leg, twisty half splits. Now inhale, re-bend the front knee, come all the way up and back, reverse low lunge. Exhale, plant the right hand, reach the left arm forward, straighten the left leg. Let's keep that movement going. Inhale, reverse lunge. Exhale, funky half splits. 2 more, big expansive inhale as you reverse. And a full complete exhale as you reach forward. Let's take it into the reverse and pause. Can you sink even lower into the hips? Can you push the heart even higher? Breathe in. Breathe out. Hook right elbow to left knee. Press the palms. Spiral your chest into the twist. Lift the back knee away from the mat. Step right foot to meet left foot. Parivrita Utkatasana, twisted chair. Big toes in one line, knees in one line, hips low, chest open to the side. Keep the hook of the elbow. Come up to stand on your right leg. Bring that left knee up with you. Left hand, left hip, right hand onto the knee. Maybe open the left arm back behind you and look towards your left thumb. Keep the hand on the knee. Place the left foot next to the right. Keep on bending as you lift the heels. Find your twisted toe balance. Both arms reach all the way up. Lower the heels, extend the legs, low boat pose. Should feel familiar now. Come back up, toe balance, arms high, and now tap the knees to the floor. Lift the knees, roll over, low boat. Keep this movement going on your own a few more times. Now that you know where you're going, maybe picking up the pace slightly. Speed it up, slow it down, whatever calls to you. Let's come into our low boat and hold and hover. Catch the left knee into your chest. Rock back, rock up, pistol squat, reach the arms forward. Maybe the right heel is hovering above the mat. Sit yourself down, drop the heel, twist to the left. Marichasana, give that knee a nice little hug. Now inhale over to the other side. Plant the right hand, lift the hips, wild thing. Exhale, sit yourself down, twist to your left. Inhale, wild thing, open the heart, push the hips up. Exhale, Madhyachasana, find your twist. Let's inhale up into wild thing and pause. Again, maybe play around with coming just right onto the very tip top of your left big toe. Maybe lift that foot to hover away from the mat, even if it's just a single second of lift off. Place the left foot back down if it was lifted. Come to sit, facing forwards, legs stay in the same arrangement. Place the hands behind the hips. Lift your right leg so the right knee is in line with the left knee. Inhale, push up, reverse table. Exhale, tap the hips back down. Lift, breathe in. Lower, breathe out. Last time, lift up and hold. Pulse the right leg up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the right foot next to the left. Press yourself forwards back into your toe balance. Roll the heels down, straighten the legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. A moment here to move, a moment here to breathe. Left hand down, right arm up, find your twist. This time, option to wrap the right arm behind the back, reaching it towards the back of your left thigh. Then maybe wrap the left arm underneath the left knee, so the fingertips meet one another around the back of the leg. Stay here or come up to stand on your right foot, lifting the left knee up with you, lengthening through both sides of the waist. Stay here or bird of paradise, straighten the left leg any amount. Take it back down in slow motion. Deliver the left foot next to the right. Unravel the arms. Find your way back into your fold. Straight to the other side. Right hand down. Left arm up. Maybe wrap the left arm behind the back towards the back edge of your right thigh. Maybe right arm threads under and comes to meet the left. Maybe stand on your left foot. Pick up the right foot, bring it up with you along the way. Embrace all of those little wobbles or big wobbles. Maybe straighten the right leg straight out to the side, and I'm falling because, as in every single class, the wall is in my way. There we go. Let's take it back down in slow motion. Deliver the foot to the mat. Unravel the arms, find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands, can you hop back, floating tabletop. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Wave the hips high, extend the legs. Find Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, have a little sway, a little wiggle, a shimmy, a shake. Anything that feels good. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, pause, maybe fly into Ekapada Vinyasa, maybe extending the right leg straight out to the side. Drop the left toes back down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, maybe hold, maybe fly. Ekapada Vinyasa. This one is number 1. The previous one is number 2. Drop the left toes, kick the right leg high, three-legged dog. Squeeze the knee to the nose, step the foot through. Keep the back knee lifted this time as you inhale. Reach the right arm all the way up, straighten the front leg, revolved pyramid. The back heel is still lifted away from the floor. Inhale, bend the front knee, find a reverse crescent lunge. Exhale, straighten the front leg, place the left hand down, reach the right arm forward. A few more like that. Inhale, reverse lunge. Exhale, extended, twisty pyramid. Let's inhale, take it back into our reverse lunge. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale. Hook the elbow to the outside of the knee as you exhale. Find that twist. Now, option here to get a little bit funky. Keeping this twist outside of your right leg, can you place both hands down on the floor to the outside of your right leg? Tuck the elbows underneath your right thigh. Then can you lift off into Ekapada Vinyasa? Now, can you bend into both knees, bring your left knee to meet your right knee, finding a twisted crow pose. I'm just readjusting so that I'm still on my mat. Make any adjustments if you need to. Now, without coming back down, can you see if you can lift the right hip away from the right leg? So you're just balancing on your left elbow, super challenging. Now, can you place your right cheek on the floor? Lift your left leg up and away from your right leg. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Spin the right toes to point up as well. Back out in reverse. Lift the head, come back into your twisted crow. Drop the toes down to the mat. Bring the hands to press at heart center, still with the hook of the elbow. Roll the right foot onto the floor. Take a big step back with the left foot, back into your crescent twist. Lift the right heel away from the mat, come just onto your tippy toes. Can you stay on the right tiptoes as you step the left tiptoes to meet the right for a tiptoe twisty chair? Lower the heels, come up to stand on your left foot. Bring the right leg with you. Right hand, right hip. This time left hand catches the outside edge of the right foot. Kick that leg straight out in front of you. Big inhale. Big exhale. Rebend the knee, place the hand on the knee. Lower back down into your twisted toe balance. Bring the hands to heart center. Open your knees out wide. So you might have your hips balancing on your heels here. Can you tap just your right knee to the mat? Lift it back up. Tap the left knee. Lift to the right. Lift to the left. Lift, one more of each. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Sit yourself down on the mat. Lift the feet to hover. Catch the big toes. Open the legs out wide. Upavista Konasana. You can stay where you are. I'm just turning to face you so that I've got the space. Feeling that balance on the sit bones. Opening the chest nice and spacious in front of you. Now, can you release the grip on the feet but keep the legs lifted, even if it's just for a moment? Then place the legs down, fold down in between the legs, Upavista Konasana. So I've turned to face the long edge, but you can still be facing the front edge of your mat here. Rather than thinking about reaching the chest down to the mat, can you lead with your stomach? So think about drawing the stomach down and then let the chest follow that. So we're still keeping a nice long spine here rather than rounding through the upper back. Draw yourself back upright as you draw your next breath in. Slide the left hand, maybe to reach hold of the outside edge of the left foot. Reach the right arm up and over, maybe that meets the foot as well. Find your side bend. Think about opening the chest out to the side rather than down to the mat. So we're finding length all the way down the right side body, as much length as possible. Come back up through centre, then take it over to the other side. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Maybe the left hand comes to meet as well. Think about spinning to stack the left shoulder open and on top of the right shoulder. Bring yourself all the way back upright. Bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. I'm going to spin back to face the front of my mat, so if you were there, stay there. Roll the right knee to meet the left knee. Open back out through centre, roll left to meet right. Open back out through centre. One more of each way, roll. Open, roll, and open. Now without using the hands, let's see if we can get back into that wide toe balance variation. So coming onto your tiptoes, keeping the knees wide, pressing your way up. Bring the knees together. Plant the hands, forward fold down over both legs. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Hop into floating tabletop. As you exhale, can you land gently and silently? Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more big breath in. Wave it back to down dog. Release your exhale. Pedal it out. Have a sway. Have a moment. Inhale, sweep the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, pause, maybe fly into Ekapada Vinyasa 2. Hold for a moment. Drop the right toes down, kick the left leg high, three-legged dog. Twist, take it over to the right elbow, maybe fly. Find some lift, find some air time. Drop the right toes, kick left leg high, three-legged dog. Squeeze the knee into the nose, step the foot through, right hand down, left arm up, twist. Straighten your front leg, twisty pyramid variation. Rebend the front knee, inhale, come up, revolved, reverse, crescent lunge. Exhale, straighten the front leg, right hand down, left arm forward. Keep that movement going. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Keep it moving, keep it breathing. Inhale, back. Forwards, release your breath. Let's inhale, find the reverse. Oop, embrace all those wobbles on the way back. Stay for the exhale. One more big breath in. Hook the elbow, breathe out, press knee into elbow, elbow into knee. Can you place the hands down on the floor outside of your left leg so the thigh comes onto the back of the hands, and then lift your way into Ekapada Vinyasa from here. Such a fun way to transition into it, in my opinion. Bend both knees, bring the right knee to stack on top of the left. Then without touching the feet back down, can you lift the left hip away from the left arm? So you're just balancing on your right elbow. Then lower the left cheek to the floor. Lift your right leg, extend it straight up to the ceiling. Come back out in reverse, back into your side crow, then drop the toes, find a twisty toe balance. That is such a challenging pose, such a challenging little sequence there. However you got on with that, catch up with your breath. Embrace that increase in your heartbeat. Then we'll come back out in reverse, roll the sole of the left foot onto the floor, step the right foot back, twisted crescent. Lift the left heel, come right onto the tiptoes. Maybe stay on the left tiptoes as you step just the right tiptoes forward, catching a moment in a toe balance, twisty chair. Drop the right heel, come up to stand on the right foot. Left hand, left hip. Right hand, left foot. Kick that leg forward out in front of you. Place the hand back on the knee, re-bend the knee. Lower down into your twisty toe balance. Reach both arms all the way up overhead. Open the knees out wide. Then once again, tap the right knee. Lift, tap left, lift. Keep that going. Just a gentle little movement here. So we're just tapping the knee, not crashing it down to the mat. Then come back through center. Once again, sit down, lift the heels, catch the big toes, open the legs straight out wide to the sides, Upavista Konasana. Now, can you keep the legs lifted, but bend the knees, tap the heels together, open the legs back out wide. Let's do that a few more times. Bend and tap, open out, squeeze in, extend. Last time, tap, open out, keep the legs lifted, bring the hands to your heart, point the toes, drop the feet down, reposition yourself as needed before folding down in between both legs, Upavista Konasana. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Maybe you find that you can release a little bit further as you release each exhale. Sending that tension away from the body on the wave of your out breath. Draw yourself back upright, draw a big breath in. This time, instead of a side bend, we'll find a forward fold over the legs. Spin the shoulders to face your left leg. Then start to walk the hands forward and fold down any amount over the left leg. Just be mindful that the right knee isn't rolling in too much. Can you keep the knee and the toes pointing up towards the ceiling? So even though it's a fold, we do still get a nice juicy side stretch through the right side here. Bring it back through center, take it straight to the other side, shoulders face your right thigh, fold it down any amount that feels available on this side, all while keeping some awareness through your left knee, your left toes. Wave the spine back upright on the wave of your next in-breath. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, Baddha Konasana. Spin back forward if you turned to face sideways. Then again, maybe hands free, you can press back up into that wide toe balance. Now a moment of challenge here, close your eyes, see how that affects your experience of this shape. Maybe still with the eyes closed, bring the knees to touch. Forward fold down over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop back, floating tabletop. Tap just the right knee to the mat. Lift it up, tap the left knee, lift, right, lift, left, lift. A few more, keep it going on your own. Just the knee grazing the mat. Let's do one more each way. One more inhale. Release your exhale, release it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg high, three-legged dog, stay there. Can you bend your left knee to hover above the mat? So lifting the left heel, pressing that knee down, inhale. Straighten the left leg, pull the right knee into the nose, exhale. Inhale, right leg up, bend the left knee. Exhale, straighten the left knee, pull the right knee in. One more, funky three-legged dog. Knee to nose, drop the shin down, pigeon pose. Making all of the adjustments that you need to get yourself settled and comfortable in your pigeon. Let's keep the chest up for a moment. Fingertips off the edges of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest down. Inhale, ripple up. Exhale, wave down. One more, lift, breathe in. Lower, breathe out, stack the hands, rest the head down, take a few nourishing breaths in your pigeon. Bring yourself back up, bring a big breath into your lungs, bring the hands to the heart, shift the weight into the right hip so that you can swing the left leg around in front but keep it hovering, then swing it back out behind you, swing it forwards, sweep it back. Last time, sweep it forward, keep it hovering, bend the knee into the chest so that you can catch the sole of the foot in your hands. Straighten the leg up to the ceiling, shoulders down and back, chest up and forwards. Now can you keep the leg as it is but release the hands? Pulse the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring right hand to the outside of the left foot. Open the left arm out behind you, revolved heron pose. Now deliver your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Can you bring your right arm to the outside of your left knee and keep the arm straight? And then reach your right fingertips to catch the inside edge of that foot. Using that contact point between the elbow and the arm to spin yourself further. So press arm into knee, press knee back into arm. Unravel back to face forward, cross the ankles, lift the feet, catch the edges of the feet with the hands, rock back, rock forward, plant the hands, release the feet, jump back chaturanga if you feel like it. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe observe differences between left side and right side here. Any movements that you need to reset before we move on to the next side. So inhale, sweep your left leg high, bend into your right knee, come onto the tiptoes, press the chest back, inhale. Straighten your right leg, pull the left knee to your nose, exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, funky three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, big inhale. Big exhale, pull it in, place your shin down, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Pigeon pose. Fingertips stay wide off the mat, breathe in. Bend the elbows, dip the chest, breathe out. Lift, inhale. Lower, exhale. One more, expansive breath in. Releasing breath out, stack your hands, rest your head, breathe here for a few moments. Bring a big breath in, bring yourself upright, place the hands at your heart, swing right leg forward, kick it out in front to hover, take it back behind. A few more like that, take it forwards, sweep it back, forwards, and back. Some nice mobility work here. Let's bring it forwards and hold, catch the sole of the foot with the hands, straighten the leg, find kick and opening and space. Release the grip on the leg, keep it lifted, pulse it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch the foot on the pinky toe side with your left hand. Right arm reaches back behind you. Can you lift the hands so they're at the height of the shoulders? Find this spin and twist from your chest. Now deliver the foot to the outside of the knee. Right fingertips behind you, hook the left arm to the outside of your right knee, nestle the fingertips on the inside edge of your right foot. Find that dynamic opposition between the foot, not between the foot, between the leg and the arm, pressing into one another. Spin back forward, this time unravel the legs, plant the feet on the floor, no more chaturangas, although I think there was only one in this whole class, so not too bad. Reach the arms straight out in front of you. Lift the feet, bring the shins parallel to the floor. Straighten the legs, tap the toes down, straighten, tap, lengthen, lower, lift. Let's do one more. Tap, lift, hold, lower down into a low boat. Take a big inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in. Release all the way down. Release your breath out. Catch your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Have a little rock from side to side. Then any other movements that are calling to you before releasing into Shavasana. And your Shavasana doesn't have to look a certain way. Prioritize finding a shape that feels good, a shape that feels comfortable and relaxing. If you're tempted to end the video now, know that this time here is so important. It's just as valuable as the movement. We won't be here for too long, just giving our bodies one final opportunity to unwind and return to equilibrium. Maybe cultivating a little bit of peace and stillness in our minds. Maybe shifting into a slow, relaxed breath. And then all of those things we can carry away with us into the rest of our day when we leave our mats. As always, the invitation is there to spend even more time in your Shavasana. If you've got the time, feel free, pop the video on pause, chill out for as long as you would like to. If you're ready to move on, invite movement back in, wiggle fingers and toes, circle ankles and wrists. Work towards a big full body stretch like you've just woken up, you've just started your day from fresh. Taking some of that yoga magic with you into the rest of your day. Take a few big deep breaths here. Let your movement get bigger, more expansive, more expressive. Again, feeling is more important than thinking, more important than how it looks. Eventually, find your way back up to a seat. Take your time to get there. Eyes can stay closed as you make your way back up. When you arrive, let's take a moment to check in with that intention that you set at the start of this class. Revisiting it, checking in with it, and maybe thinking about how you can apply that intention to the rest of your day, whatever it was, whether it was connecting to breath, challenging yourself, being kind to yourself. Can you think about carrying that away with you into whatever you encounter for these next 24 hours or until the next time that you arrive on your mat? And for the rest of your day, whatever happens, I hope that you think peaceful thoughts, I hope you speak peaceful words, and I hope you feel peace in your heart. Thank you so much, as always, for choosing to share your practice with me today. I hope you had fun. And as always, I would love it if you could let me know in the comments what you thought about this class, any feedback, any requests, any thoughts, what are you doing this weekend? Let me know, I'm all ears. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked this one, and subscribe so that we can be on our mats together again, hopefully very soon. But more important than any of that is to stay happy, healthy and well. Have a great day.